You know what the positives are, right? Because that's all you ever hear. You never hear of the negatives to do with the Help to Buy scheme. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why I really don't like the Help to Buy scheme. I would not be a responsible mortgage advisor if I did not state that your property may be repossessed if you do not keep up with the repayments on your mortgage, and this video does not constitute as advice. Firstly, what is the Help to Buy scheme, just in case you're not aware? It's where the government will give you 20% towards the property deposit, or 40% if you're in London or Greater London. So you effectively have to put in the 5% deposit, the government puts in 20%, and then you borrow 75% of the money from a mortgage lender to go and buy the property. Now, on to the negatives. We all like money for nothing. Unfortunately, this is not one of them times. So when the government gives you the 20%, that's great. But when your property goes up in value and you try and sell your property, or you try to remortgage to pay that back, you don't owe them the original 20% that you borrowed, you owe them 20% of the new market value. So property is £100,000, government are giving you £20,000, that's the 20%. After say 5 years, your property has doubled, just to keep the maths nice and easy. So it's now £200,000, 20% of £200,000, you now owe £40,000. It's not going to quite go up that quickly, but you get the gist. So trying to remortgage to pay back that increase on the 20%, unless you have a significant pay rise or a lump sum that's coming to you, it's going to be very difficult to clear. The first 5 years are interest free, and that's great. You know, we all like free. However, after 5 years, you're going to have an interest only payment. And how do you calculate that? Well, good luck. It's basically 1.75% plus RPI plus 1%. Just think about that for a second. How are you going to know in 5 years' time, or 7 years' time, 10 years' time, what your interest only payment is going to be on the Help to Buy loan? You don't, is the simple answer. So it's very difficult to budget. You're not even allowed to touch your equity unless you're remortgaging to pay off that full 20%. So what I mean by this is if your property goes up in value and your 5% has grown to now 8%, you can't touch it. You simply cannot take out any money to pay off credit cards, get yourself a new car, go on a holiday, do home improvements. It's just not possible. You're not allowed. There's a charge against your property. That equity is not yours until the government have been paid back. Whilst that government loan's against your property, you cannot rent that property out either. And quite a common scenario these days is two people meet each other, they've each got their own property, they want to go and live together, and they usually rent their other property out. They don't often sell, they turn it into an investment property, rent it out and get the rental income. You can't do that, not while the government's got the loan secured against your property. You're going to have to pay them back. It's as simple as that, I'm afraid. Because usually people can get consent to let from their lender, or they can flip their residential mortgage into a buy to let. You can't do that, unfortunately. If you still want to apply for a Help to Buy loan, then there is an interview process that you need to go through. So make sure you do that before contacting the lender directly or coming to a mortgage broker such as myself. If you want to see a video on self-employed mortgages and how to get one, please watch this video. And if you want to see a video on how to get on the property ladder with your parents' help, please watch this video. Please make sure you like my video and subscribe to my channel. There's also a bell icon that will notify you of any new videos that I do.